Big up, and welcome to Liberal 12th Man Show. We are live and direct, a little bit late, but we are still live and direct for this roll call. We have Irishman joining us, always on call. Appreciate the fact that he's hopping on so quickly onto the stream here. How you doing, Irishman?
Yeah, good. I was just about to go and set up my own channel.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I got you. I got you. It was.
No,
It's,
you had a late night. It's no problem at all.
Yeah. I got asked the question last night, do I sleep? And I'm like, yeah, somewhere I figure it out. I'll figure it out somewhere. So, yeah. But all the same, it's going to be a long day today. But all the same, I'm happy to be here because I'm excited to get in this game against Brighton, get another win, maybe go top the league. I know that we have gotten the lineups. A lot of the lineup is set to where we think it's going to, or set to what we think it's going to be, in that Simicast ended up getting the start today. But midfield still looking the same. I am somewhat happy to see that this coach is definitely not playing favorites, in that you're going to hear it first. Lucho didn't get the start. Cody got the start today, and Cody deserves it because he's in form and really looking like someone that's ready to contribute in every portion of our journey, whether it's on the cup matches or possibly in these Premier League games. And I'm interested to see, they brought Welbeck back in. So Brighton is going to, do you think it's a little bit stronger of a lineup for Brighton? Are you saying, Brian? Would you call it a stronger lineup for Brighton?
Yeah, you've got to test someone like Welbeck, he's back, but he's not as young as he used to be, and that was a pretty hefty injury he got. So let's find out how fit he is. He's not somebody I expect to see play 90 for them. We got to keep him quiet when he's on the pitch. But yeah, definitely a little bit. But I'm still pretty confident with this one.
Yeah, Matoma's going to be interesting to see what they do with Matoma. He's always an issue or problem with his pace and with the way that he. I like Matoma as a player. He's a good player and can bring a bit of a wild card to a game.
Yeah, tricky, very very tricky. But you could see the difference when he came on the other night. Instantly made an impact.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the commitment and pace kind of changed up a little bit. Big up, JK. How are you doing today? Hopefully JK hears. Yeah. All right. Hopefully JK can hear us soon. I know he says icon on mute. Oh, there it is.
Morning, guys. Evening, afternoon, morning. Wherever you are in the world.
Yeah. Morning. Definitely a sunshiny morning here in Arizona. What's does this lineup now, does it change any of your predictions? JK, does it change any of your predictions?
No, I'm happy with the lineup. I think Robertson playing the full the other day. No, nearly the full 90, but I knew that Simicast will be starting. So what's Gravenberch, McAllister, that's his favourite three. So Curtis is not there. And up front, he's going with Gakpo instead of Diaz. So he's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
I'll go with that team. I think Gakpo, quickly back Gakpo, I reckon he's on form. You've got to play the lad.
Yeah, you do. And it's someone that, I love Lucho, but I think our agent Cody is actually, he's ready to go. He's ready to rock and roll.
Ready to go.
So he's been, Yeah. He's been. I mean, it's a different approach. It's certainly a different approach to the game that Cody brings than Lucho. But I think that's gonna be. It's going to be good. It's gonna be good. Maka, Grav. Are you surprised that Curtis doesn't get the start, and that Dom has gotten the start?
I was surprised. I was like thinking Curtis was going to get the start again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just
No,
thought
you go ahead,
that.
JK.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead, man.
Go ahead, JK.
I just surprised. I thought Curtis might start again. That was the other. So Sabot's starting. He's getting game time. Sabot's he needs to do something today. Him and Darwin. Come on.
Mm-hmm. How about for you, Irishman?
No, not surprised. Not surprised. Not exactly ring an endorsement on either, but I think Jones didn't do enough really to kind of say, wait, like what? Look, we see what Gakpo's just gone and done. Gakpo's just played. It's all, so you have to talk about playing yourself into a team. Gakpo's just gone and played himself into that team. He's made himself undroppable. It's like, sorry, Diaz, but I mean, I just can't drop this guy. And you're the collateral damage. I don't think Jones got in and said to Arne Slot, well, you're not dropping me after that, are you? Look at how well I played. I don't think he did that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people, it won't be, maybe they might not like the idea of Dom, or some people might not like the idea of Dom coming back in, but I don't think Jones put enough of a stamp on it to say, well, why, I just don't think he did enough. I think it's fair enough for Dom to come back in today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that people still don't understand the fact that Dom, despite him not scoring, Dom is contributing in one way or another, that this coach recognizes that, it does make a difference having him in his pace and his work rate is a difference maker. And I get that. We would all like to see him score. But we do, at least I do. I appreciate the other intangibles that he brings to the pitch. The Simicast over Robbo. How's that? What does that say to you? Because that's something that's like, do you think this is going to be permanent, or is think that this is not permanent? But do you think this is going to be like something's going to now be like, okay, now this, because now we can all talk about rotation and but rotation also is getting a pattern of at least getting them into a flow, so that it's not like sporadic. Oh, you start here, you start there, you start here, you start there. You try to get a player into some type of flow of knowing he's going to start and likes. Do you think that this is Simicast's big day on stage here, and this could be the start of something? Irishman, do you want to start this one?
No, I think it is just a rotation job.
Rotation,
because because Slot was talking about yesterday how pretty much Andy's had no preseason and comes back late, all of that stuff. So he fully expects him to be back up to speed. I just don't think Simi is one of those guys that will do what we're just talking about and take that place, and make it impossible for Robbo to get back in. No, but hopefully he does have a good game today. But yeah, he'll need to be switched on, because down the wings, it's not just Matoma. They like to attack down, to go wide and have tricky little players, people that can beat guys. So both our fullbacks today are going to have to be switched on very much. So I think, Simi being 100% fit is probably just giving him the edge there, giving him the nod, because it's going to be a hard afternoon. I'd imagine, you never know, we might win easily, but with the kind of players they have on binding out to NEC, so all these tricky little kids, Lamptey, it's you'd imagine we're going to have some problems in those areas. So probably the fact that Simi is 100% fit probably just gives him the nod today. But I'd expect to see Robbo back in the next big game we play.
Is this like JK? Is this like considering we're going against the same team too, by the way, so is this a test game that you could say that are a test measure that you could use. You know what I mean? Because you're going against the same squad, relatively the same squad. And you could say, oh, well, Rabo wasn't able to handle this, but Simicast was handled that. Or, you know, like you can just, this is something that you can use as a bellwether game type, I guess that's what they call it.
For
JK?
me, yeah. Like after seeing Brighton the other day, it's made me more confident going
Yeah.
into this game. So that was for me like the little taste of what could happen on the weekend. So I reckon we should have won that game 3-0. I keep saying that. Hence why I'm not really scared of Brighton today. You know, yeah, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel we're better than them. That's not over being arrogant and stuff.
I agree.
It's just
I agree
like
with that. I agree with that. I'm only smiling because like there's some of the people that played last night were from overseas, some from London, like South London and the likes, but they were talking about we're obviously talking about Liverpool, and they were talking about certain games that they thought that they could have won. It's just interesting how people sometimes, if it's your team, you might have a different perspective on the game as to whether you should have won the game or not.
Does anybody in the chat, before we keep does anybody in the chat know anything about this Ayari guy that's starting for Brighton? I don't know. So anybody in the chat knows anything about him? Quickly put it in, because I have no idea. Ayari. That's a new one on me. I'd honestly missed that guy. So I don't know. JK, do you know anything about him? Do you know talking about Ayari? Assuming he's a forward. Midfielder. I don't know.
No, no, I don't think he's a forward. He's playing in the midfield. Right? Isn't he playing, or because what are you saying? You think he's a 10, maybe?
Well, they're forwards: Mitoma, Rotter, Welbeck. Yeah, I've never heard him. I just don't know anything about him. So yeah, is he one to look out for?
I think he's Swedish.
Okay,
nothing Swedish, because I've seen like his last 5 games. He's on the bench for the Brighton game. He was against us, and then he also played against Wolves. He played against Newcastle, and then he's played against Estonia and Slovakia for Sweden.
Yeah, like they've benched Lamptey and Ciso, Adringa, Ferguson from the other night. Baleba and Motor, I think, got minutes, not started. Steele started. So different proposition, yeah. I think like I'd be with JK, even if they put out a better side than what we saw the other night. We'll be putting out a better side too, and it's at home. So I'm not overly concerned about this one. But just like someone said there, could you imagine right now, seeing that Arsenal lost today, right? Can you imagine if we'd beaten them? We'd be what, and we won today, we'd be what, 10? If we beat them instead of drawing, and we get a win today, we would have been 10 points ahead of them.
Yep. That would have been something.
That would have been crazy.
If you think the one thing that some of the guys that I were speaking with last night, we were talking about how Arsenal can be can get on your nerves a little bit, with their fan base at least, and we all know that they definitely use the internet for their for certain purposes, and that is to certainly kind of console, their emotions. They would have been emotional if they were 10 points behind the pace. That would be something. That would definitely be something. But still, all the same, to be going back possibly 7 points now and still have like drawn that game does show the impact of how that draw for us was certainly more beneficial for us, because now we still hold the cards in our hands. Like, as we haven't lost any ground to them, if anything, we can gain ground by doing what we need to do against Brighton. So definitely good. Any other were there any other scores that we should enlighten people of?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
Not in England anyway.
What is your so? Let's just give a recap real quick. And big up, by the way. Big appreciations to the Irishman, to JK, to Baz, to Delante, to Lee. It was like a party of a party about me. Everybody showed up and was on the panel. Big up to everyone. But I was there in spirit all the same. And thank you for holding it down yesterday as well, by the way. And
That was great fun.
with that said,
Great fun.
it looked like it. It got some
keep
great
the train
numbers,
rolling.
by the way. Yeah.
To the people that were there, no, that's awesome because it was a bit slow at the start and I was a little bit worried because it was a late show and whatever, it might be a quiet night, but it really picked up. It got busier as it went on, which is kind of the most encouraging thing. Like we had nearly 20 people in at one point and it was getting busier. So it was, so everybody that was here, it was great because most of it was what the chat was talking about.
Yeah. What is your score prediction for today? You want to give it again? I know we did, or you did predictions and likes yesterday. I couldn't hear all of them. So, what was your score prediction today? We got Mark A.
Mine was 5-0.
Really?
Yep.
I definitely didn't hear that one. I would have started the show with that one.
You would have stopped the party.
Nothing.
Like, pause it a minute.
Yeah.
The punch is spiked. The punch is spiked.
Yeah. Oh my
man.
goodness. Okay.
I'm confident today. I
Okay.
just think that Brighton game the other day just made me feel like we can do this. Good job on them.
So 5-0. That's where are we getting the scoring from in the high fives, as they call it, as they say. I think it's Martin Tyler says that one. He goes the high five, just the high fives. Whenever like you score, when it used to be when you're on FIFA back in the day when it was called FIFA, you score 5 goals. It's the high fives. Who do you have scoring in this 5-0 game?
Your usual suspects. I would go with Salah, Gakpo, McAllister, Virgil, and Darwin. Yeah.
Bloody hell! I was thought you was just going to keep going there.
I was going to say slot.
The confidence in
Kelleher.
Yeah.
Kelleher
Ali
back
comes back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was probably going to say Gomez in there or something like that.
I say it every game, bro. You never works.
Yes. 4-0 honesty. Bernie's got it 4-0 as well. Honesty's got Darwin, Mo, Grav, and then Dom. That'd be great to see Dom score. Bernie's got Grav, Maka, Mo, Diaz. Wow. Edwards going a little more conservative. He's going with a 2-1. Okay. A lot of scoring. Okay. How about for you, Irishman?
Yeah,
3-1, Philip. That's for you.
They're 3-1 with me. The same. Hasn't really changed.
And you got 3-1 as well.
Yeah, I think Gakpo, Gakpo and Mo kind of a bit obvious. I know hardly the most controversial take, but I still think
Mo is Mo getting it off a pen, or is he getting it off like regulation?
We haven't gotten a pen in a while, actually, have we? We haven't gotten a penalty in a while. That's a good shout, actually. Might get that's a possibility today. 3-2
KJ, 2-1. There's some more now. I guess I don't let my tone or my surprise in the 5s and the 4s taper you from sticking with a high score there, because now it looks like a lot of like lower scores or a little more conservative. 2-0 Mark A, 2-1 Hollywood Rock. KJ's got a 3-2 Liverpool. That's enough. So a return of what we saw in the cup match. Okay.
Oh wow.
Does Joe have I didn't see. Does Joe have Trap Joe have one? Just Mario Gomez and yeah. If Kelleher and Gomez score, that would that'd be wild. Like pretty wild.
a
I
poor
don't know.
card.
I don't know how
It's a poor
Kelleher
card
would
today.
score. Yeah.
Well,
It'd have to
no,
be
I was
one
just
of those
looking at all
like.
the other games today. Sorry, no, I was just looking at all the. It's
Mhm.
a poor one. Bournemouth City, Ipswich, Leicester, Forest,
Oh,
West
it's.
Ham,
Oh no, I thought the
Southampton,
same
Everton, Wolves,
thing.
Palace. Yeah,
I thought the
what a
same
horrible
thing.
card.
Yes. Yeah. I started. I was going
Oh,
down the
there's
line.
Lee.
I'm like, oh man.
Lee is looking for a link. If you
Big
have
up, big
one.
up, big up. Oh shoot. Okay, well, no problem. I'll get to them right now. It should be the same link that I sent yesterday.
Like
I'll send it
Arsenal versus Spurs. Newcastle Arsenal was probably the big game.
Mhm.
Isaac again. You know,
Yeah, you were
pretty
talking about him
inevitable.
yesterday. Yeah.
So who's playing tomorrow?
United, Chelsea.
Yeah, I knew there must be a good game
Yep.
tomorrow. Well, a big game tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're right though. I mean, like, you get past. You look at I mean, Bournemouth City. That is what it is. You got Ipswich, Leicester. You have Forest, West Ham. You have Southampton, Everton, and then Wolves and Crystal Palace. I was like, okay.
You couldn't pay me to watch Southampton play Everton. You couldn't pay me to watch that. No way, man. That sounds horrible.
I know.
One of them will end up being a great
It's
game.
all that-
One of them will end up
that
being a
same
4-3.
thing. I'm like, oh, absolutely, absolutely. But it's one of
I'd
those also
say
cases
Forest,
where
West
like,
Ham.
I looked at the line like, oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. No, if I had to watch one of those games, it'd be Forest versus West Ham. You've got Kudus, you've got Paqueta, you've got those. At least you'd have some good players to watch, you know.
I'm watching Ipswich, Leicester. That's like 3-3 written all over it. Something crazy like that. I just got a feeling.
Yeah, Leicester are a bit weird this year, aren't they?
Yeah. Inconsistent.
They're a weird team. Yeah. If I was a betting man, I would stay away from that game because that's just like that's a weird game. Like Leicester should win that game on just pure talent, but they're a weird team this year. Lee's with us right now. Big up, Lee.
Nice, everybody. I'm really up for
Nice.
today's game. Really positive
Nice
about today's game. It feels like a day on which
exactly,
we win.
exactly.
It felt like a day on which we win from the moment I woke up. So I'm very positive about today's game.
Good to
Don't
hear.
think it'd be easy. Don't think it'd be easy.
That's what
but
happens.
We will
That's
win.
what happens.
We
You get a good
will
roll
win.
call.
That's what I was talking about, bro.
Yeah.
12. I said, like Sky Sports, you got guys in there who are looking at the negatives from the first 11. Oh, Robertson's not playing. Simicast is I can see them attacking him, and all that sort of shit.
God.
Where us
Imagine.
guys,
Yeah.
when we do the roll call, it's all like normal. Like we're not going to go over the top with the negative sort of shit. We could say,
No.
you know what, I'd rather have
Yeah.
Robertson play, but we're not going to go OTT.
Everything we need to beat
No.
that Brighton team is in the 11 he's picked. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Everything we need to beat them is there.
Absolutely. Agreed. Definitely agree. What's your score prediction and what's your did you go 5-0 as
No,
well? You go 7-0 or something?
but no, mine's a 3-1. I want a clean
3-1.
sheet, but I'm wanting to be a game with it. I don't want it to be really, really dull. You know what I mean? After that Arsenal experience last weekend, I want an actual game. So I'm going for 3-1. We concede, but we get 3 goals. And I'm backing Darwin to get one of them.
Is he gone? Okay, yeah, I think you're the
No,
first
no.
person actually to
I'm here.
shout him out later.
Sorry about that. I'm here. Who'd you have scoring, Lee? By the way.
Darwin, I think, will get one by hook or by crook.
Okay.
Who else? I'll back Ryan to get a goal because he's always capable of getting a goal.
Graf could use a goal.
Mm.
Graf could use a goal, certainly. Graf could
Yeah.
use a goal. He certainly probably warranted a goal, considering his play has still been upper level.
I picked Trent to score at Arsenal. He didn't, so I'm going to pick him today. I'm going to carry on. Darwin and Ryan.
Okay. Set piece, I take it,
Nice
or
selection.
open play.
Now a daisy cutter from an angle in open play.
Nice.
Right,
Maybe
right,
get
right.
to nick off someone.
Ale. Yep. For sure. Okay. 4 teams can go above Arsenal in this game. Or after today or after this weekend. Yeah, that's gonna have.
Yeah, the Arsenal game was so interminably
that would be
dull.
sweet.
I've still got post-traumatic shock or something from the Arsenal game, and I'm waiting to see this. You know what I mean? I want to have a proper game. Or Arsenal, aren't they a horrible side to play?
Yeah,
The time waste and just
they are. But we have to worry about them for little whiles, and
yeah.
when we do have to worry about them, it'll be home sweet home. So hopefully that'll make the difference.
Yeah.
That'll definitely
If
make the
you
difference.
want a game of football,
we are less than a.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you
Yeah,
want to have a
that's
good
true.
they're
That
gonna
game,
give
just
you a
like
good
that.
game.
Totally true, because that game, the cup match, I know that a lot of cup matches do bring out. You have different, the rotation of the squads can bring out different types of outcomes for the games, like whether it's like high pace or if it's going to be fun and open. But I think the same. Even if it is a Premier League game, we're still going to see somewhat more of what we saw in that cup match, where you can get out there and not worry about someone sitting in a low block just trying to get some type of result. 4-4-2. Yep, that's what they're going to be playing. It looks like most likely today. And the interesting lineup.
To be honest, the way Brighton have played over the years, like these recent years, you do always get a decent game more often than not with Brighton.
Yeah,
they don't know how to play any other way right now. But yeah, watch out for
Brighton,
Welbeck.
yeah. But their coach is a good coach too, by the way. Yeah, the coach is a good coach, by the way. Young, but certainly looks good. Looks promising. He looks like a promising coach.
Yeah, Danny got a lot of caps
Brighton,
for England. Like, don't forget that. Like, you got a lot of caps for England, Danny Welbeck. Like.
Yep. Just be switched on. None of these early doors mistakes. Switched on.
Yeah. Let's go out there. I know they're going to try to come out and hit us as well. Kind of take the sting out of the crowd. But with this roll call, much like with the Anfield crowd, hopefully everyone is up and ready for this game. We have kickoff. It is just about to begin. We have first half starting. So we're going to let you guys go and do your thing when it comes to watching the game. We'll most likely have a match reaction. So be sure to tune in for that. I won't be late for it because at least if I don't take a nap, I won't be late for it.
I can't see this bloody thing anywhere. Like it's not.
The alarm hopefully will wake me up.
Yeah,
the alarm will hopefully do a better job. Wait, what was that, Lee?
Then I'm gonna get the commentary. Like I can't see this with it being like 3 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, I know people out there with 3 o'clock kickoff.
I'm not bothered. That doesn't bother me. Mate, the result is what's important. Like, you know what I mean? I'll see it anyway. Like later on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But we might. I think what we're gonna do is we might the guys and I might chill and watch this game because because I can. Well, anyway, we're gonna chill possibly and watch this game together. But we will have a match reaction, which will be kind of cool. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And try to bring out some good cheer and hopefully a good result. So I wish everyone the best of a game today, and we will see you on the flip. You guys want to say any words before we bounce? And
See you
Just
in a
enjoy
bit.
the game.
I hope it's
That's
all
it.
good. Hope it's all
Yeah.
good when we see you again. I'm
Peace.
sure it will be.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
JK,
enjoy the
you wanna
game,
say something?
everybody.
Oh, Irishman, enjoy the game. Good call. Good
Yeah.
call. JK, you want to say a piece?
Yeah, enjoy the game. Let's get a win, you know.
Exactly. Yes. Big up to everyone. And as always, up the Reds, my friends, up the Reds. We'll see you on the flip side. And yeah, enjoy the game. Be safe out there.